This broadcast is delivered and approved under the esteemed leadership of Her Excellency, Madam Ya Judith Sunday Achidi, head of the CPDM campaign delegation to the Americas, by the Communications Department of the CPDM USA Campaign Task Force for the re-election of President Paul Biya. Infrastructure development. From the very beginning of his presidency in 1982, His Excellency President Paul Biya understood that no nation can progress without a strong foundation of infrastructure. Roads, bridges, ports, dams, and airports are not just concrete and steel. They are the lifelines of a modern nation. They connect farmers to markets, workers to jobs, students to schools, and patients to hospitals. Over the past 43 years, Cameroon's infrastructure landscape has been steadily transformed under his leadership, and these achievements are among the strongest reasons why Cameroonians should renew their trust in him on October 12, 2025. In 1982, Cameroon's road network was limited to about 30,000 kilometers, with fewer than 5,000 kilometers paved. Many rural areas were inaccessible, especially during the rainy season. Travel between Douala and Yaoundé could take an entire day on a narrow, winding road. Today, the story is different. Paved roads now exceed 12,000 kilometers, with major highways under construction and rehabilitation across the nation. The Douala-Yaoundé Highway, a symbol of modern progress, has cut travel time in half. The Kribi-Lolabé Highway links the deep-sea port to the national network, making it easier to export goods. Roads such as Bamenda Babaju, Ebolowa Kribi, and Bertua Baturi have opened up regions once isolated, giving rural producers a direct line to urban markets. The Douala seaport in 1982 was a bottleneck, unable to handle Cameroon's growing trade needs. Ships waited for weeks to unload, causing delays and losses. Under President Biya, the port was modernized and then complemented by the deep-sea port of Kribi, inaugurated in 2018. Kribi is one of the deepest ports in Africa, capable of hosting giant container ships that once bypassed Cameroon for West African hubs. Today, Kribi is not only an export platform for Cameroonian products, but also a transit point for Chad and the Central African Republic. It has created thousands of jobs and drawn billions in foreign investment. The Limbe Seaport project also promises to further expand Cameroon's maritime capacity. Airports tell another story of transformation. In 1982, Douala and Yaoundé airports were small, outdated facilities serving limited international flights. Today, Douala International Airport has undergone modernization, while Nsimalen International Airport in Yaoundé was built to serve as a new global gateway. Regional airports such as Garoua, Bafoussam, and Maroua Salak have been rehabilitated to improve domestic and international connectivity. These investments mean Cameroon is no longer isolated but connected to the global economy. They also boost tourism, allowing visitors from Europe, America, and Asia to discover the rich culture and natural beauty of the country. Energy has been another cornerstone of Biya's infrastructure agenda. In the early 1980s, electricity shortages were common, industries struggled, and vast rural areas lived without power. Today, major hydroelectric projects stand as monuments of progress. The Lompangar Dam regulates river flows and supports downstream power plants. The Memve Ele Dam, completed in 2019, provides over 200 megawatts of clean energy to the southern regions. The Nachtigal Dam, currently nearing completion, is expected to add 420 megawatts, making it the largest hydroelectric plant in Central Africa. These projects have turned the dream of reliable electricity into reality, providing light for schools, power for factories, and opportunities for new businesses. Rural electrification programs, supported by the state, have brought electricity to thousands of villages, replacing kerosene lamps with clean energy. Bridges symbolize the physical and emotional connection of a nation. In 1982, Cameroon's main landmark bridge was the Wuri Bridge in Douala, already under strain from growing traffic. Under Biya, a second Wuri Bridge was completed, easing congestion and boosting trade flow. Bridges such as the Japoma Bridge in Douala and others across the Sanaga, Benue, and Nyong rivers have united regions and reduced travel times. They have also saved lives by providing safe crossings where ferries once capsized. Healthcare infrastructure has advanced significantly. In 1982, referral hospitals were concentrated in Douala and Yaoundé, leaving most Cameroonians without access to specialized care. Today, referral hospitals are being constructed in all 10 regions, including Bafoussam, Garua, Bertua, and Limbe. These hospitals are equipped with modern facilities, ensuring that no citizen is left behind. Additional general hospitals, district medical centers, and health posts have expanded access to care. Cameroonians no longer need to travel abroad for many treatments that can now be handled at home. Educational infrastructure has seen similar growth. In 1982, Cameroon had only two public universities, Yaoundé and Douala. Today, the country boasts over 8 state universities, including those in Bamenda, Marua, Ngaoundéré, and Ebolowa. Technical high schools, teacher training colleges, and vocational centers have been created across regions. Classrooms are no longer confined to cities. They now reach villages, where thousands of children sit at desks and dream of brighter futures. This expansion of infrastructure has democratized education, making it accessible to the children of farmers, fishermen, and traders. The evidence is clear when comparing 1982 and 2025. Then, Cameroon was a developing nation with modest infrastructure. Now, Cameroon is a Central African hub with modern ports, highways, dams, airports, hospitals, and universities. While challenges remain, especially in maintenance and equitable distribution, the scale of transformation under Biya cannot be denied. Stories from ordinary citizens bring these achievements to life. The farmer in Bertua who now drives his cocoa beans to Douala in a day instead of a week. The young graduate in Maroa who studies at a modern university instead of leaving home. The nurse in Limbe who works in a regional hospital with modern equipment. The trader in Garua who flies from the local airport to Yaoundé to buy goods. These stories are multiplied by millions across the country, all possible because of deliberate investment in infrastructure. Infrastructure is more than development, it is dignity. It is the assurance that every Cameroonian, whether in Kuseri or Kumba, Marua or Mbalmayo, is part of the national journey forward. It is proof that the vision of His Excellency Paul Biya has been about more than managing today. It has been about building tomorrow. On October 12, 2025, Cameroonians will make a choice to continue building, expanding, and modernizing, a choice to consolidate gains and push forward with new projects, a choice to trust a leader who has shown the patience and vision to turn plans into concrete achievements. The vote for President Paul Biya is the vote for roads, for ports, for dams, for airports, for hospitals, and for schools. It is the vote for development, for opportunity, and for progress. Vote Paul Biya, October 12, 2025. Infrastructure, connectivity, progress.